The best all-in-one computers are excellent for those who need PC-level performance without the pains of a PC setup, the inevitable cable management, and the space they take up on and around a work desk. They also double as an excellent budget machine, since all the components as well as the monitor are pre-built at an affordable price. AIO PCs are truly impressive because, despite taking up so little work desk space while combining all the necessary components of a PC, though you will find hundreds or even thousands of them in the market, here are the top 5 best all-in-one computers. You will know why they are best after you watch the whole video about them. So let's get started. And don't forget to check the product link in the description. Number 1. Apple 2021 iMac. The first major iMac redesign in years turns Apple's classic computer into a gorgeous all-in-one with the M1 processor, multiple color options, and a stunningly thin exterior. It's neither the most powerful nor the most versatile Mac desktop, but it's the best one for everyday home computing. If you think that the new iMacs couldn't possibly be as good as they look, you'd be wrong. The iMac 24-inch 2021 is not just an improvement over its 21.5-inch predecessor externally, touting a fresh new face that comes in several different attractive colors reminiscent of the retro iMacs. The new line also comes with fresh new specs, rocking Apple's new M1 chip that lets it deliver excellent performance, which we found to be ideal for budding content creators. It also has a better, larger screen. You'll also be happy to know that you're getting great value here, as you're getting the Magic Keyboard and Magic Mouse included, in matching colors, we might add. Sitting at a more accessible price point, the iMac 24-inch 2021 is a terrific price, performance, features, and design. There's no doubt it's best all-in-one PC we've ever tested. Apple has managed to reinvent one of its most iconic products with the release of the iMac 24-inch 2021 by not only improving upon its predecessor but doing so in stunning fashion. Where the previous iMac had started to look outdated with its hand-me-down looks, the 2021 model is refreshing with its modern and svelte shape. The compact size and colorful design make this a brilliant PC for social media fans looking to get into streaming, and the excellent webcam and microphones mean you can get going without having to invest in peripherals. The iMac 24-inch 2021 is the best all-in-one PC we've tested. A great new design, excellent performance, and fair price tag means this is the all-in-one to get. Number 2. Microsoft Surface Studio 2. Microsoft Surface Studio 2 is a beautiful, pricey all-in-one desktop for artists, content creators, and professionals wedded to pen input. It packs components peppier than the originals, and a downright stunning screen. In its time, the original Microsoft Surface Studio was the most elegantly realized vision of a swift all-in-one desktop and a digital, pen-enabled drawing board combined. Digital art creation, engineering, architecture, and other professions that employ touch displays often rely on multiple products in their workflows: graphics tablets, secondary displays for palettes and timelines, specialized input devices, and the Surface Studio wrapped up much of this into one package. Its Surface Studio 2 sequel refines it with faster internal components, packing more grunt for demanding workloads, a lightning-fast M.2 solid-state drive, a newer processor, and a potent NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 or GTX 1070 graphics chip. It's a pricey proposition, and not in the class of workstation-grade PCs, but for the pros and creatives who need its specific touch-centric talents, this is a killer machine. In terms of the physical design, very little has changed from the original Surface Studio, which was innovative when it launched and remains so. Microsoft has again opted to store all the components in the base, rather than behind the 28-inch display, allowing for an extremely thin display panel. As a result, if you are considering the Surface Studio 2, you ought to need that hybrid functionality. If you don't, you can find more cost-effective AIO desktops out there, the Dell XPS 27 and its workstation-strength Dell Precision 5720 all-in-one brother are broadly similar, while, of course, the Apple iMac and iMac Pro are the picks if you prefer macOS and don't need the touch/on-screen pen functionality before all else. That said, for the artists, architects, engineers, and creative professionals whose needs uniquely align with this superb AIO, there is no substitute. Number 3. Asus M241. The Asus M241 is a low-cost all-in-one desktop that resembles a gold iMac and offers both a peppy Windows 10 experience and powerful sound. You may have started your shopping for an all-in-one desktop by eyeing Apple's iMac before quickly determining it doesn't fit your budget. After all, the cheapest iMac costs, and that's for the small, 21.5-inch model. A good fallback option for would-be iMac owners is the HP Pavilion 24 All-in-One, which won an Editor's Choice Award last year and delivers an attractive design and a 24-inch display for around $700. If even that sum is still too large, then the Asus M241 is a very good bet. A Windows 10-based iMac alike that rings in at $639 on Amazon, this 24-inch all-in-one provides ample performance and a dazzling design at an aggressive price. It's our new Editor's Choice pick for bare-budget all-in-ones, AIOs. We reviewed the baseline Asus M241 model, which features a 23.8-inch, non-touch display powered by an AMD Ryzen 3 3250U CPU, 8GB RAM, and a 256GB SSD. On Amazon, you can find M241 models with more RAM and loftier storage capacity based on the same Ryzen 3 CPU, all the way up to a mouth-watering configuration with 32GB of RAM and a 2TB SSD for $1,099. In addition, Best Buy sells a Ryzen 5-based model with 8GB of RAM and a 256GB SSD for $700. The other three sides of the 23.8-inch display are bordered by 0.2-inch thick bezels that give the M241 a sleek, modern look. It measures 16.1 by 21.3 by 6.5 inches, making it similar in size to the 17.1 by 21.3 by 6.5 inch HP Pavilion 24 all-in-one. The biggest physical difference is that the M241's base is more compact. Like the iMacs, the M241's simple stand doesn't allow for height or swivel adjustment, only tilt. Given the much higher starting price of the iMac, it's hard to ding this Asus model for the limitation. Number 4. HP Chromebase 21.5-inch. The HP Chromebase All-in-One 22 is a well-designed, good-looking Chrome OS computer with a host of attractions for home use, including a rotating display. The HP Chromebase All-in-One 22 is a rarity among Chrome OS devices. It's an all-in-one, AIO, desktop, not a laptop. Instead of a Chromebook you might use for school or as a secondary computer, the Chromebase is meant for your den or kitchen. And it's no ordinary AIO. In addition to using Chrome OS instead of Mac OS or Windows, the HP Chromebase stands apart from the AIO crowd with a display that can rotate between landscape and portrait modes. We're not completely sold on the rotating touchscreen panel, but we found plenty to like about this attractive, affordable, and unique Chrome OS computer. It earns an Editor's Choice Award among budget AIO desktops. The HP Chromebase All-in-One 22 sits on a cone-shaped base that doubles as a speaker. The cone is only 6.7 inches in diameter, which should allow it to fit in a variety of spots in your home, on a desk, an end table, or your kitchen counter. With its white exterior and gray, fabric-wrapped base, it should also blend in with any modern room decor. It looks more like an oversized iPad attached to a smart speaker than a computer. The display is a touch panel with a full HD, 920 by 1080 pixel, native resolution and a modest 250 nit maximum brightness rating. I find the resolution to be stretched a bit thin across the 21.5-inch display. The image is fairly crisp, but it begins to look pixelated when you are seated up close. The resolution suffices for web browsing and watching 1080p videos, but it's less useful for serious media editing. On the bright side, I think HP is underselling the Chromebase screen backlight. In our testing, the display's maximum brightness registered at nearly double its 250 nit rating. It's plenty bright in my sunny office. Number 5. HP 24 All-in-One. This direct-to-consumer configuration of HP's 23.8-inch touchscreen Pavilion 24 all-in-one desktop delivers potent performance for a low $799.99. PC Mag recently declared the 27-inch Apple iMac the best large-screen all-in-one desktop you can buy. It better be. Our test unit rings up at $4,499. If you're looking for an all-in-one for the rest of us, the HP Pavilion 24 all-in-one combines AMD's overachieving Ryzen 5 4600H processor with plenty of memory and storage. The Pavilion 24 doesn't pretend to compete with the loaded iMac. It has a 23.8-inch instead of 27-inch display, for starters, but it's a peppy, well-equipped rig for a family room or den and our new editor's choice for a budget all-in-one. Pavilion is HP's mainstream consumer brand, positioned above nameless HP Systems' HP all-in-one 20-inch and below its Envy machines. The 24K0220Z is an HP.com configuration that's a better buy than most of the Pavilions sold at retail, with Intel Core i3 and Core i5 and older AMD chips. It teams a 6-core, 3 GHz CPU with 16 GB of RAM, a 256 GB NVMe solid-state drive, and a 1 TB, 200 RPM serial ATA hard drive. It's hard to beat this all-in-one's value, though some come close. Costco offers a Dell Inspiron 245000 that undercuts Dell's own site, though it's still $50 more than the HP with a slower Core i5 chip and less RAM. A 512 GB rather than 256 GB SSD would be nice, but then so would a 27-inch display. You have to remind yourself that the PC HP comms order processing and shipping during the pandemic may prove leisurely. We bought this Pavilion ourselves, and our test unit took 9 days to arrive. But the Pavilion 24 K0220Z is worth waiting for. It's an attractive, perky performer with no obvious flaws, especially given the price, and an easy editor's choice pick.